Hi, I'm Beth with 50 Plus Beauty, and I'm excited that you're here with me today to see my eyebrow tutorial. And I say the word tutorial very loosely because I'm definitely no expert. As many of you know who have seen my videos up to now, I really had kind of bad eyebrows. I thought I had a lot of eyebrows, which I do. I've got kind of bushy eyebrows, so I never really thought that I had to pay much attention to them. And what happened is, number one, I had no arch because I wasn't trying to brush them up each day for the most part. And also, I had not noticed this, but one of you lovely viewers pointed out that I really had lost the outside of my eyebrows. Now, these are actually drawn-on eyebrows. And I used the wonderful Anastasia brow products to get this brow. One is the Definer, which is a little thicker, and the other is the Brow Wiz, which I'm sure you've heard of the Anastasia Brow Wiz. And this is the first one that I bought, but I realized that this is more just for putting in the small looking little hairs, while this Brow Definer product is a little bit of a wider head and really helps fill in if you need more than just a few hairs, which when I had no outsides on my brows, I definitely needed this and not so much this. And ladies, there's something about aging that can sometimes rob us of the outside of our brows. One is thyroid conditions, and the second one is what I had, which was rheumatoid arthritis, and that may be the reason my brows kind of receded. Now, ladies, I'm going to show you what I did to extend my brows, so let me take off this brow makeup and we'll get started. Okay, now we're up close and personal, and as you can see by my eyebrows, this one has a little bit more of a tail than this one does. This one has like totally vanished. I don't know where it went, but it is not on my face anymore. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and take this little Anastasia Beverly Hills brow product, which is the Brow Definer in the color Blonde, and it has two ends on it. The first is a little triangular end, which is the product, and the second is this little spoolie, and so we're going to first just brush the eyebrows up. That's something I never even used to do, which is crazy, and that's why my eyebrows were always so flat. So we're going to give them a good brush. Okay, they look better already. Then we're going to go in with our little brow product, and we're going to be working on the tails, of course, because those are missing. But I'm also going to be working a little bit on the inner portion here. And I was watching Wayne Goss, and he said that if you wanted to slim your nose, to bring in the inside corners of your eyebrows. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of bringing them in a little bit closer to my nose. He says to bring the color in as far as you want, and that would slim your nose more the closer in it was. I think there's probably an end point on that. And so then I'm just going back a little bit. So I brought that in, but I'm going to go ahead and take this color on top of the brow too. And a little bit on the top here. I'm a little bit lacking in brow on the top. So I'll go ahead and use this color up there. So that gives me a good sweep that way. Now we're going to go ahead and bring this color down, and we're going to create the little tail that I'm missing. And it's a subtle change, but it really does help to give you a little more of a tail there. Put a little bit more brow product there. It's always kind of a work in progress, a little bit like art. So then we're going to brush the brows up again. And then to put it in place, I'm going to use a little hairspray actually. And I'm using the Kenra Volume Spray, which I love this. It's actually just a really good hairspray. It gives you volume in your hair, but it doesn't make it sticky. And so you just kind of use the hairspray to set your brow, and that's a very acceptable way to set your brow, just to use any hairspray. Well, I hadn't intended to do one brow at a time, but I did. So now I have to go in and make this brow look like this brow. Okay, and again, we're going to bring the brows in a little bit. And we always get a little bit thinner on that inner corner of the brow anyway as we get older. We start to lose hair there. See how that's looking. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Then we're going to take that product up above the brow, just to bring that color where it needs to be. And then in this outer corner, we need to build a little bit of brow there because I'm missing some hairs. And we're going to go ahead and make that tail. And I think maybe I need a little bit more at the top here. And I actually have the other Anastasia brow pencil, and it is the slimmer one in terms of the tip. This one is the triangular one. And so I'd like to do a little more fine detail work up there to add a few more little hair looking things. So what I'll do is I'll go in with this other Anastasia brow pencil, and this is the Brow Wiz. And this is the one I originally bought, but I realized that I really needed the triangular one because it delivers more product. This Brow Wiz is really more designed just to give you little hair-like strokes. As you can tell, it's a very thin little tip there versus the triangular one, the definer that's a little larger. But you can kind of use them in tandem. Maybe a little bit along the top too. Just a few little hairs to make it look like I have a little bit of thicker brow there. And I've got these both in the color blonde, so I can use them interchangeably. Now let's go back in. There's a larger spoolie on that first one, on the definer. So we'll go ahead and do that. Almost seems like I need a little bit more on that inner corner there. This one looks a little long, so I'm going to go ahead with my Q-tip and shorten that one up. Now we'll go ahead and hairspray that one into place. Well, those are my new brows. As you can see, I have little tails on each side, and I'm so excited about that. I've never really had defined brows before, and I've never had the little tails. What that does is it does give you a little bit more of an arch, which I never had an arch before, so it's helping me look sort of like I have an arch. And also, when you elongate the outsides of the brows, you can actually bring the shadow out further, which elongates your shadow and makes your eyes look bigger and a little more dramatic. Well, thank you for watching my video on my eyebrows. I'm always learning things, and I like to share the things I'm learning with you. And if you happen to like this shirt, I actually am going to be showing this in another video. I got it at a website called ThreadUp, which is a fabulous website. And in that video, I show you a lot of different outfits that I bought there, some of which I think this blouse was $8, something like that. So if you'd like to see that little fashion show of my fashions, and I think they were all under $15 each, then please just subscribe to my channel, and when you click that little bell, it just notifies you of my future videos. That way you'll be notified by email when I'm doing my little affordable fashion show. Now, I always like to leave you with a little thought for the day. Today is no different, and I'm going to be using the card deck, The Language of Letting Go by Melody Beatty. And I think I need to get some new cards because I'm starting to get a lot of these the second time. Okay, let's go ahead and choose one. I like this one. Trusting in life. Trusting in life. That's a tough one for me, ladies. Today, I will trust that the events occurring in my life are not random. My experiences aren't mistakes, and the universe, my higher power, and life are not picking on me. I'm going through exactly what I need to go through to learn something valuable, something that will prepare me for the love and joy I'm seeking. Oh my, I absolutely love this card, Trusting in Life. And ladies, that is a wonderful card, and it's something that I really need to do on a daily basis, is just trust. Ladies, all of us came through the first half, and we were each brought through trials and tribulations and fun times and bad times and wild times and sad times, but we came through all of them. And really, when you think about it, think how much better all of those times would have been if we just trusted in life during the process. So in our second half, on a minute-by-minute, hour-by-hour, and day-by-day basis, let's just trust life. God, we know you have wonderful things in store for us. We open our hearts, we open our lives, and we're open to it. Take care. See you next time.